Hello Lillas, welcome back to my channel guys. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell to be a part of the notification squad. Boop, 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 boop. Anyway, so I have here the little princess that's not so little. And I have dressed her warm because we in Florida got snow. Like a little drop. Like, no, it was actually more than what I expected. But yeah, so we got a little snow here and it's a little cold in Florida. But yeah, I've had this little outfit in the closet for quite some time. And I was like, let me see if she can fit this. It's a 0 to 3 month. Oh, I forgot to put her on a pamper. I took her off the cloth diaper because it was so bulky in her clothes. And I was going to replace it with a pamper. And I'm like, she don't have a pamper on. Well, don't you wet your your pants. But yeah, so I gave her a binky. I put her on a hat. I put her on some shoes. Put her on her little sweatpants. And so now she's all snuggly, wuggly. But yeah, we had a little cold weather. I made a post on Facebook, guys, talking about like your oldest baby, like how old is the oldest doll in your collection? Because a lot of people question like how long would these dolls last. You know, there's always this debate of if Reborns would outlast Silicone, vice versa. And so, or if, you know, any of them will last at all. And I know people that have both for men, have had like one doll for many years. I remember once a lady was talking about her oldest doll was drinking wet and how it never molded and never mildewed and all that and stuff. So I think that, I guess it's going to depend too on individuals, on how you take care of your dolls and stuff. I think that we enjoy these little works of art differently, and I think that we oftentimes forget that they are, you know, handmade art. And so sometimes, you know, you get a little carried away with the things you want to do with them and stuff like that. But you definitely need to care for, whether it's a reborn or a silicone, you know, the best that you can while still enjoying it. Because we spend a lot of money for these dolls, and I think that it's crazy to tell somebody like, oh, you shouldn't be dressing and playing with your dolls. Like, girl, bye. Like, if you don't paint your babies to be of quality, just say that. Like, leave us alone. We ain't bothering with your elf on the shelf. Don't bother with us and our babies, okay? On period. And that's on Mary had a little piece of pepper lamb, okay? No, I'm just playing. No, I'm serious. But yeah, so yeah, I think that we can enjoy them without doing the extremes. But again, I always say, baby, it's your money, your way. If you want to give your baby, like I said before, the little stanky formula that I ain't even want to give my real kids, so be it. If you want to get them chocolate milk, so be it. That's your money, that's your investment, that's your collection. Do it. I ain't mad at you. You know what? I'm not even mad when people spend their money and don't enjoy it, because it's their money. If you buy something you don't like, but you just buying it for status, I think it's a little cuckoo, but then that would be judging. But I do think that. So, hey, do you? But yeah, so I enjoy my babies. I enjoy dressing them. I enjoy holding them from time to time when I do my videos, or if I'm in the midst of changing them, I might pick them up. I might cuddle them. I might need a little hug. Even off camera, I'll pick my little babies up and I will hold them. I do that because it's my doll, okay? And ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, when we're little, as little girls, and I can only speak of being a little girl because that's all I ever been. So I know people like, well, you know, we got men in the community, and I'm talking about me. As a little girl, people give you dolls. We play with the dolls. Some girls are not into dolls at all. Some girls are into Barbies. I've never been a Barbie fan. But I was one that was given a doll, and I ain't put one down since. I had teddy bears. I had dolls. Wasn't a fan of teddy bears, but I do know I had them. Like to me, Cabbage Patches, Raggedy Anns, those is almost teddy bears for me. They're not really dolls for me, but I had them. Okay. Even as I was little, I had the strawberry shortcake. I had My Little Pony. That wasn't really a doll. That was a pony, a unicorn, which is why I thought they were real. But, you know, anyway. I found that out, you know, in the most embarrassing way. Sitting in the middle of an advanced honor class, and I yell out a unicorn, and they're like, "You're joking, right?" Yeah. Anyway, needless to say, I had My Little Buddy. I had, who else I had? I had them all. I really did. I had the Baby Alives. In fact, my 16th birthday, I bought myself a Baby Alive. And I remember it clear as day. We're in, I believe it was Walmart, and my grandmother's friend was saying, "Kate, you don't think it's weird that this child is 16 years old and buying a doll?" And she was like, "I'd rather her play with dolls than to play with real babies." I remember her saying that. They were like on the other aisle, and I can hear their conversation. I just kind of chuckled and kept going doing what I was doing, because why my grandma friend was always so but I grew to love that lady. But yeah, she used to be the most, like, she couldn't stand me because she was like, she's too spoiled. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. But she was like, "You don't find it weird?" My grandma was like, "No, that's just her." So when I started collecting these dolls when I got older, my grandmother was a big part of me collecting these dolls. She was so excited about it, and every time I would get a new one, I would take them to see her, or when they would come over to visit with me, her and my grandpa, I would always pull out the dolls and show her which the new ones was. And she usually would like them. I remember I had one that had a real big head. She was like, "Oh, it's okay." She was like, "This baby's born with heads like that. They have this syndrome." And I was just like, that didn't make me feel better. Sold that one. And then it was only one other doll. She said, "Ooh, child, that baby is ugly." She was like, "You need to sell that one." She had never told me to sell sell one of my dolls before, except for that one doll, but I did sell it anyway. But she always be like, "Oh, let me hold it, this and that, and this one look like so and so," and she would look them over, and just very supportive. My family, like, when they saw I was cutting these dolls, they're like, "Oh yeah, she's always like dolls," or they'll say, "She's always been different." I think the word different, I think they were trying to say like weird or something like that, but it don't bother me nothing. Baby, what? Okay. But yeah, so yeah, this hobby has really been fun. I used to take my babies out for like, I would take them out to get reactions and stuff. And a lot of times, if I had a baby that looked super real, to be honest, I had to provoke the reaction in order to get a reaction, because people just assumed they were real babies and they just walked right by. And I think no reaction is the best reaction, honestly, because if they can't determine, if they can't, see that it's not a real baby, or guess or doubt that it's a real baby, then I think the baby has really passed the test. When they automatically say, "Oh, that's a doll," then I'm kind of like, what is off about this baby that gave them fake? So, and not to say that, that don't mean your baby is not real, but yeah, no reaction is the best reaction for me. But I stopped doing that because there were times where people were like, I remember this guy, he seemed so concerned, and he was like, "Are you okay though?" And he was like, "I'm just asking." He was like, "I'm serious." And he was trying to plead his case that it was coming from a good place. Boy, bye. Get out my face. Don't piss me off. But he was just like, yeah, he was like, "I just, are you okay?" And all that stuff. I know sometimes women go through a lot, and boy, bye. So, all those different mental gymnastics that people want you to play with them, and the why, and the how come, and maybe you should take it to a foundation, and maybe you should take it to here. Maybe you can take your behind on and mind your business. But I'm usually really calm, and I'm usually like, if someone seems like they're genuinely want to know, I'll explain, but in the end of the day, it's kind of exhausting. And then now I'm a person that like to analyze stuff, and then now I'm thinking over and over about all these questions and stuff like that. Sometimes I do, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, baby, by the time I get to my car, I don't forget what we done talked about, baby, because you was not even a thought. But sometimes it do, and it just, for me, this is my hobby. It doesn't have to be nobody else's hobby. And I wish that more people understood that about not just our hobby, but anything in life. Whatever your belief system is, whatever your hobby is, whatever you got going on, that's you. You don't have to push that off on nobody else. I don't have to make nobody like my dolls. When we have family functions, if it's like my aunt or my mom that I know that, you know, definitely is okay with my dolls and they like to see my dolls and stuff like that, I might run and go pull them out. But if it's just like, you know, we're having family and it's like family that I don't really, you know, they there because they family, just because we share the same DNA for whatever reason. I'm not gonna open my hobby up to them, because I don't need the extra criticism. My nursery is off limits. No one comes in my nursery. Sometimes my grandkids might come in here, supervise, to walk in. My grandson, he likes to come see the giraffe, and you know, he'll say, oh, look at the babies, you know, da da da. My granddaughter, you know, she definitely have to be guarded right now when she coming in. She get a little bit older maybe, because she be wanting to give them a pacifier, a bottle, and all that and stuff. And it's okay, but at the same time, these dolls are very expensive, and you know how it go. So my nursery is pretty much off limit. Nobody, even my kids, from the grown kids down to the youngest one, they do not even try to come into my nursery. They don't even ask to come in. They don't try to, even if my door is open, they do not just walk in. They don't. A lot of times they will even come to the door and be like, hey, you know, whatever they asking me, and that's that. This is my place. This is my place where I sit and I relax, where I work, I paint, you know. Don't come here. And especially where the part that's blocked off for my paint area, oh yeah, nobody don't come over there. Not my grandkids, not my kids, nobody comes there. So I've just created a safe place for me. And anyway, I don't know how I got all the way into that from asking y'all the oldest doll that y'all have collected. But I say that, all that stuff for I don't know what reason, but my oldest doll is Paris Moore, and she's 11 years old, and she still looks the same as she did when I first got her. And I plan to keep all my dolls in pristine condition as long as I have them. I have Phoebe, which Phoebe is over 4 years. I think Phoebe might be going on 5 years old, but she's definitely 4 years old. And she's still the same, minus missing a piece of her ear, and that was because something I did. Y'all don't. That's me kept trying to rework on her. I know a lot of people be like, oh, they send their babies out for spa days and stuff like that, and I don't find nothing wrong with that if you do, but for me, I just don't. Once my babies are here, for the most part, they are here. I can't say what I might do in the future or something like that, but I always think of things like this. Even with Phoebe, I said I was gonna probably, like, you know, wash her up and maybe like remat her and stuff like that, and because I can, and because, you know, she was older. But then there's times where it's like I just don't want to touch her. I want to leave her in the state that she's in, and just, you know, of course I may rinse her off to, you know, make sure the dust and stuff off or whatever. But I like to be able to look back and say, oh, I've had this doll for this long. And if they have wear on it, so be it. We get wear on our bodies. You know, everything that I came with and the way that I was is not the same, trust me. You know, I got flat tires and all that and stuff that I didn't used to have, you know what I mean? So, you know, you get cars and they age and the paint fades, and most people don't repaint them. They keep them and pass them on to the grandkids and the kid, you know what I mean? Anyway, so everybody have their way of doing something. I don't think it's no right or wrong way of doing it, but that's just my way. Oh, I did. She got a little Yep. She got a little thing in her ear. It just be so funny. Some of these babies, like, she got like a little bit of baby acne on the side of her face. She got the little mole on her lip where my mole is. You know, just a sweetie papa. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. I enjoy sitting down and chatting with you guys. Anytime that I can sit down and have a chat is always fun. Because I know that I'm going to get the interaction of people like, hi, you had a chat with us and we can't talk. Live streams are always much better, but I don't have the time as I usually do. But we'll get there. We'll have to connect live. But yeah, but I love the comments. I'm always reading the comments. Some of y'all be cracking me up. Like, those comments is just crazy. Girl, what? I gotta get back to responding with my videos to the comments. I think one time though I tried and it didn't give me the option. So I hope they didn't take that feature away. I'm gonna try it again soon. But yeah, don't forget to leave me a comment. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Share it with all your dolly friends about my channel. Y'all come see me. And what we said we was gonna get to? Oh, yeah, we got a long ways to go. But what else I was going to tell y'all to do? Oh, check the description bar for any details. Make sure you go shop out. When you go to shop on Amazon, shop for my link. I don't care what you're buying. Toilet paper, bubble gum. Still click on my link. Go in there and shop. Do your thing. Yeah, I think that is it. I am going to... Oh, I got some new bottles. I'm going to have to share them with you guys later, and I'm going to put them in my Amazon store. I found some cute little bottles that I want to do, that I'm going to use for my embroideries, but look at your little back showing. That's, you know, this is the part about silicone that I absolutely love, is that, you know, some of the things just, you don't even be trying. And like when I picked her up and I seen her little back in the camera, I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so real. You do so real. Because you can see their whole little body and you don't have to worry about the cloth part. But I love my Reborns. I still love my Reborns. I am going to be a Reborn collector to the end of time. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.